Welcome, Aries. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your spring equinox reading. This is when the sun moves into Aries and the official beginning of the astrological new year with the advent of spring. The days are of equal length on the 19th of March, the date of the equinox. So I am welcoming you here today. I am doing personal readings, and the information for that you can find in the description box below. Thank you to all of you that have been participating in this. It has been a joy, and moreover, I appreciate all of you who are here now. I will be giving away a free reading on or around the first of each month, and so again, I take those winners from the comments and the donations previously received. So my gratitude goes out to all of you who support me in all the ways that you do. So let's get started with an overall energy. We have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is describing the many options available to you right now. There's a sense here about your ability to open up your sense of vulnerability as a part of understanding better your experiences in the past, understanding better the ways that you were perhaps sharing your power in ways that were unequal, ways that you had accepted the inequality in some of your relationships or exchanges of labor, time, or effort, and that you are, as a result of that understanding, recognizing all the ways and options that are now available to you to do things differently. Part of that is overcoming this compulsive desire for instant gratification, so that you are understanding better how you may have indulged in a kind of tit for that tat exchange in your relationship, so that you were actually counting. And you are now aware that having released yourself from a sense of counting and quantifying the exchanges, not based on equity, in other words, not based on a sense of your strengths or the strengths of others, but based on your sense of wanting to get what was fair for you. Releasing that is actually helping you understand that you are freeing yourself from the lack of patience, the lack of perseverance, the lack of clarity that you've held in your relationships, particularly around your own worth and value. And as a result of understanding your worth and value better, you are looking to make different choices and not being distracted by all of the so-called quantifying of effort that you have been doing, particularly in relationships to others. I am going to the 10th house. This is the midheaven, the highest star in the chart, and the Ace of Pentacles is describing the Ace of Jades in this deck, the Mayan deck, is describing this opportunity that you have manifested primarily as a result of this greater understanding that you are capable of a lot more than you have allowed yourself to partake in, allowed yourself to desire, allowed yourself to build or create. This shows that you are past a place of looking at how yourself and everyone else is participating, and you're now in a place where you have manifested what you know is the opportunity that you can truly build on now that you accept your patience, your work ethic, your discipline, your commitment to something. So this is a beautiful gateway to abundance that you have called in. In the first house, this is your perspective, your intention setting. A lot of issues around choice here are clear in your mind. And this is really a direct reflection on this change, this growth in your deeper understanding of the way you share energy. The Lover's card is indicating that this is about the larger choice about who and how you're investing in yourself. In the past, you may have invested in the hoped for equity of your relationships. Now you don't rely on what others are doing. You feel capable of dealing with that. Instead, you are investing in your own higher dreams for yourself, your own potential, knowing that you can do what you can't gain from others for yourself. This is really about choosing your best self, knowing that the instant gratification, I want to say the balancing out of relationships, that eternal evaluation as to whether things are fair or equal in whatever way. This can be part of a family tradition or way that members in the family function, who was getting the most, who was getting more, how was affection, how was love, how was attention parceled out to members of the family. That's something that you're releasing, really digging into your I want to say your sun sign Aries is describing what you came here to do, and you came here to pioneer something, to innovate something, to do something that is an expression of who you are. And this means not that you don't rely on your relationships and that you don't enjoy them. Instead, you don't wait for partners to do what you know you need to do for you. In the fourth house, the Fool card. The fourth house is your history, your family, your domestic environment. This is also your roots. And the Fool card is showing me that you have empowered yourself to actually set off on the journey that is what is giving significance to your life. This is as a result of this faith and trust you now invest in yourself. It's not a deference to authority or partners, even if they're equal partners. It is less about equality in your relationships as it is in this belief in who you are. And investing in who you are empowers you to take what you know, which is already enough. You're more than prepared onto this path that could take you to new locations, since it's in the fourth house, the creation or building of a home, or this can also be a way that you are taking care of or nurturing others, healing others in some way. In the seventh house, you're the house of your significant others, the Lord of Swords. This is the King of Swords in other decks. And this is often a method or a means by which you gain a greater understanding and express that understanding to others. Again, this is about you making meaning, making sense of these experiences for yourself and expressing those in some way. This can be absolutely through dialogue, through conversation, through the sharing of ideas, opening up to new levels of truth and kind of sounding those out with others. This is also recognizing that the release of old values has actually made place for new beliefs, new values to enter into your conscious reasoning. I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey card, Aries, and if you're enjoying this reading so far, please like this video, please share this with others, please comment below, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pulled the Denial card. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. I'm going to pull a flora and fauna of Africa. That's a pretty intense oracle card. And I pulled from the flora and fauna the lion. I don't know if I've ever pulled a lion before. The plant associated with that is the geranium, and the key word is favor. You may be facing a tough challenge, but your strength will carry you through. Take control and lead with grace. Interesting. So now I'm sensing that this denial has everything to do with allowing yourself to move into the position of leadership. There may be some way that you are and have always already been a leader, particularly in your relationships, but I think there's a way in which you may have been taking a back seat in your reliance on others to work with you to do things that you design, you devise, you create, you want to build. And this is really indicating that actually you have what you need to do what you need to do for you. Others can come along with you. Others are a part of this. It doesn't mean that you can't lead because they're involved. And it's important that this leadership be a reflection of your desire, your vision, that you hold to build or create something that will be permanent, that will be long lasting, that will be of value to others. I'm going to clarify the Lover's card in the first house with the King of Cups in the second house and the Magician in the third house. The Magician is really echoing the sense of your ability to see and thus create. This seeing has come through a long process of deeper understanding of your own experiences of vulnerability. How much of your energy gets given away in trying to regulate your energies in exchange with others. And the sense that there is no way, given who you are, that this is always going to be equal. By understanding equity, in other words, coming from your strength is to lead. That doesn't make a relationship unequal when that is the agreement of the exchange. And understanding this place of the value of your leadership, the value of your maturity, your wisdom, is about your greater understanding of your own vulnerability. And that's what makes you able to resonate with others, to heal others, to support them on a journey like a journey that you have been on, that you are on. And this can also reflect some positive change in your health status through perhaps the challenge of dis-ease or unwellness. Your ability to heal yourself and improve your well-being, even if that doesn't mean you've found a cure, is part of what is helping you to identify the gifts, the skills, the understanding, the support that you can provide to others. The Fool card in the fourth house is clarified by the Five of Cups in the fifth house and the Chariot in the sixth house. There is a way that you are allowing yourself at this time as a result of this vast maturity that you've gained, this valuing your maturity, your experiences, the understanding of your experiences that is giving yourself permission to mourn and grieve the changes, the challenges, the failures, the disappointments you've experienced. And it's important for you to grieve those because that's the way that you surrender. That's the way that you accept those experiences, those aspects of your experience that you understand were misunderstandings, that they weren't failures in many ways. They simply were you doing the best you could at the time. And if you trust and believe in that, then that helps you to recognize that you're now in a place of honoring your potential, honoring your skills and gifts. And that's the basis on which you gain the self-knowledge that allows you to deeply connect with others. As you have now learned to deeply connect with yourself, to deeply respect and honor who you are, you're also moving away from this desire to be like others. You're embracing this ability to be uniquely who you are, that your uniqueness is what gives you the ability to work with others. This reading is showing the consistent need and desire to be in relationship with others, with a community, with a team, in working towards service, whatever that service is or that thing that you're building or creating together. And you do that best by being who you are. That helps you to keep your eye on the goal. And these are part of your leadership qualities that others look to find support in. The Lord of Swords, the King of Swords, is clarified by the Eight of Cups in the 8th house and the Four of Swords in the 9th house. This is the theme is being repeated here, that you are in a place of honoring, celebrating, cherishing the healing that you've undergone. This new spiritual foundation that is a result of your deeper understanding of what it is you have experienced. The things that you're determining have been failures have been as much about your ability to survive some challenging circumstances, even cataclysmic. And having survived those, you understand that you're now in a position to thrive with the wisdom that you've gained. This is also helping to cement for you the need to move away from many relationships that are near and dear, that have contributed to you. It's time for you to move on to a significant challenge that is defined, that you consider will define your life and your contribution. This challenge feels critical to your ability to find the meaning that you have worked so hard in preparing yourself to understand the larger truths that you are pursuing. The Ace of Jades, or the Ace of Pentacles, is clarified by the Seven of Wands in the 11th house and the Hierophant in the 12th house. Another 7 here shows you setting clear boundaries with your associates, really honing in on your skill set, your expertise, and aligning yourself with that to the exclusion of things that distract you from your purpose, from your joy, I might add. Releasing this desire to feel good in the moment, feel good at every moment, is really freeing you, to liberating you to focus in on your goals and the things that you're really good at. This is all a part of a way that you are learning and teaching what you've learned to others. The Hierophant card to me is a lot about the initiation process formally as part of an organizational structure. It's also about gatekeeping. And throughout your experiences, particularly in the advent of an astrological new year that is signaling your own solar return, you are realizing your value as a teacher, as someone who has learned a great deal through your experiences, enjoys the process of learning, stays open to that process, recognizes every experience, even a failure or a disappointment is an opportunity for learning. Whatever you learn, you are there to share and help others. This is, I'm sensing, about cultivating our next generation of people that are populating the planet, that are organizing our social structures, that are building new innovative structures to contain the greater possibilities that are available to us. I'm going to pull a crystal oracle to finish up this reading, Aries, and out pops the beautiful azurite. And the key word is expanded awareness. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. Thank you so much, Aries, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.